Hey everyone, it's Leo Young here with Impressive Graphics Media. Sorry if you hear any noise outside, that's the landscaper. I can't really do anything about it. Anyways, today's story is about Casey-Neistat as he announces his new venture. Now, last month, March 13th, Casey-Neistat had released a video saying that he was going on break from creating regularly scheduled vlogs on the platform YouTube in order to create something new. A quote from Casey himself, read from an Esquire Middle East magazine, says, "What I'm doing next will be the most ambitious undertaking of my career. The biggest swing I have ever taken. It will be built entirely around where I know I can be successful." Now, for all of you who are not subscribed to Casey or don't really know what his content is, let me fill in the blank. Casey-Neistat is a world-famous YouTuber known for creating daily vlogs about his life. In many of his videos, Casey can be seen greeted by strangers not only on the streets of New York City, but all over the globe, thus cementing his popularity with the community. The main point of his vlogs were to help gain the eyes on his tech company, Beme, which had been making an app similar to Snapchat, and as you can tell, if you're not seeing Beme, sadly, the app unfortunately failed. After that, Beme was bought by CNN for $25 million. So, Beme then became Beme News and worked under CNN. However, Casey and his partner Mac Hackett announced in January of this year that they would both be leaving Beme. Early this morning, Casey had released a video after 22 days of being off camera. In the video, Casey explained that he'll be returning to daily vlogging and that there's something exciting behind it for you to watch. During his off time, Casey had essentially bought an office space for him and other YouTubers, big and small, known and hidden, to work together. The name of the studio is 368. Now, the best way to describe 368, in our opinion, is that it is an entertainment company or business. Casey himself has even said that he's not very sure what it is yet, but he'll definitely find out. While it's a bit too soon to ask questions, there is one thing that scratches the back of our minds. It's simply YouTube already has these type of places for creators to work. In fact, they're called YouTube spaces. In fact, they have 10 of these spaces all around the world, one being in New York. Now, here's the difference between Casey's idea and what YouTube has made. For YouTube, the creator has to have reached a certain criteria, whether that's 10,000 subscribers or 50 million minutes in watch time. At the moment, though, for Casey, there's really not a known criteria that has to be met, or if there even will be one. Because one thing that Casey was sure to point out, he loves working with smaller YouTubers. Now, Casey is already a friend of larger YouTubers such as Peter McKinnon, Logan Paul, Jesse Wellens, Carly Kloss, Vsauce3, Phil DeFranco, you name it. He's also a fan of shouting out smaller YouTubers who embrace the YouTube culture. That way they also get a good boost or a push, and then they're a little bit bigger than they used to be. One of the ideas, or people I can think of, was Sarah Dietschy, the Peachy Girl. She's a very sweet young lady. From what I've been seeing, her content is very interesting. I don't have a link, but you probably know her better than you know me. It is also known that Casey has strong ties with larger companies, YouTube being one of them. And from what I'm basically trying to say, Casey has the ability to push 368 farther than any other solo YouTuber could push their own idea. Some examples would basically be, I can't name out anyone because I don't want to seem rude, but basically YouTubers who work in groups, they're like, let's start a company, like, yeah, but Casey's doing this by himself. At least as far as I know. Casey also said that tomorrow he will be posting the first video at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was going to say Eastern Standard Time, but I'm not 100% sure. It's most likely Eastern Standard Time, so 8 o'clock in the morning EST. Basically explaining 368 in a better first-person type of view. But for that, I'm honestly a little curious to see. I'm very excited to see where this goes because Casey, his version of losing is our version of winning. He didn't get to make his app, but his company was bought for $25 million. I wish that would happen for me, but Casey also said that his regret of failing with Beme is also what's helping him push harder towards 368. Now, Casey has also said, I keep saying Casey, he's also said that he'd be interested in moving to Los Angeles at one point in the future, so it makes me wonder if 368 would just stay in New York, or if it's an idea that he plans to expand out across the United States and other places. Because, like I said, YouTube has a very strange, not a strange, but a very strict guideline And 368 would be a very interesting way to help, because I'm very curious. I know of a few YouTubers in New York, and I wouldn't even call them YouTubers. I'd call them, content creators, people who make a few videos here and there. Jessica Whitaker, Brandon Wolfel. Those are two. Jessica's more of a YouTuber than Brandon. Brandon is a photographer. I'm sure if you go to YouTube, not YouTube, but Instagram, you've heard of them, or if you follow Jessica Gobasi, you've heard of Brandon. But I know there's so many other YouTubers in New York, so watching whatever happens with 368 is going to be a very interesting story, and I can't wait to see more and follow Casey as he pushes this idea to the limit. Anyways, there's not much else I can say. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, and you want to show support for the channel, please comment, like, and share with your friends, family. And if you want to get updated to our next video, hit the subscribe button over here, and get access to our notification gong to be updated whenever the next video comes up, which will be tomorrow, later in the day. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy, and if you did, my name is Leo Young, and I will gladly see you in the next one. Stay impressive.